Raya and the Last Dragon is the 59th animated film from Disney Studios and was directed by Don Hall of Big Hero 6 and Carlos Lopez Estrada of one of my favorite films of 2018, Blind Spotting. It stars Kelly Marie Tran, Awkwafina, and Gemma Chan, and follows the story of Raya, who is on a journey to search for the last dragon in hopes of saving her world that has been taken over by a darkness that is turning everybody to stone. I was really nervous about this movie for the past year or so because it was originally supposed to come out around May or March, if I remember correctly, and for the longest time we didn't have a trailer for this film, and it was going to be coming out really soon. All we had was concept art, and so it made me nervous that this movie just was going to be a blunder for Disney. And I just didn't want that to happen, of course. But I can safely say that I absolutely adored this film to no end. This is a great action film, and it's just a really great character film as well. Kelly Marie Tran is definitely the heart and soul of this film, and I feel like if her performance was not in this film just wouldn't work as well, because she brings so much life to the film and this character, Raya, who is now probably one of my favorite Disney animated characters to date. This is a strong female protagonist that is both a badass and has this emotional core to her that makes you relate to her a lot. I specifically like the beginning of the film, which really sets up this very unique and interesting alternate Earth, and I love her relationship with her father, which is so central to the film, and the love that these two characters have, it makes you really care about what's going on, and you want to see her succeed, which is what you need in a film like this. I also really like all the other characters in this film. A lot of the kind of minor characters are even really fun, and they all have a good amount of depth to them. Everybody in this film has lost something, and they're trying to get it back, and it's really great and makes you root for the characters. But also, this film is ultimately an action film. I think a lot of people are going to be comparing this to Mulan, and I'm not going to lie, I kinda like this more than Mulan. I know that's probably sacrilege, but it's really just a great action film. The cinematography, of all things. You don't usually think of cinematography in an animated film, but I've been noticing a lot lately with animated films that they really start to implement things that are in live action, such as like a lot of camera movements. There's like a lot of handheld looking stuff in this film, and it's beautifully done. The action scenes are really fun to watch and just up there with action scenes that are done in live action. It's really a lot of fun, and the animation, again, is just beautiful. 3D animation has come a long way, and it's beautifully done here. The colors pop right off the screen, and it just looks great. I saw this movie in 4K on Disney Plus, and it was just a treat for the eyes. This is one of the best looking 3D animated movies I've ever seen. But also what works in the film is the comedy, particularly from Awkwafina, who sometimes I love, sometimes I find her really annoying, but she's really, really good in this film and made me laugh quite a bit. And her character also has a lot of depth. She actually plays the dragon in the title, and just watching her play off of Kelly Marie Tran, these characters are great, and these actors work so well off of each other that it really does work and really helps elevate a lot of the stuff going on in the film, especially like making you care for everybody. But also, I like other stuff. Like, there is this rivalry kind of between Raya and this other character, Namari, who, there's a lot going on with these two characters, and it focuses in on kind of the theme of the story, which is trusting each other. And I think that's a really good theme and something that, young kids should learn. It's a great lesson. And this movie does a good job at portraying that lesson. In terms of problems I have with the film, there's really not that much. I will say that the movie does get bogged down a lot by exposition, especially when you're trying to explain a completely new world. You kind of have to get over those hurdles, and sometimes there's moments in the film where the plot just kind of stops so that we can sit down and have characters talk about what's going on. I wish that there was a way to do that more visually so that we could just, move a little faster throughout the story, because the movie does ultimately go by really fast, but those little stretches throughout the film do kind of meander around a little bit. Also, in terms of little nitpicks or anything, I will say that Raya does make a decision that is kind of annoying and frustrating. She withholds information from somebody that would be extremely important for them to know, but I think it does tie into Raya's character because she isn't really trusting of people, especially because of something that happened in her past that she's kind of ashamed of, and feels responsible for a lot of the events that happen in the movie. Nonetheless, though, Raya and the Last Dragon is an incredible film. It's beautifully animated, it's really well acted, and its themes are very well implemented. I do have a few problems with some of the pacing when it comes to bringing in those exposition scenes, but for the most part, this is a really great film. It's one of the best Disney films I've seen in the past couple of years, and I might even say that this is one of my favorite animated Disney films of all time. So anyway, guys, with all that said, I'm going to give Raya and the Last Dragon an 8 out of 10. Well, guys, I want to thank you for watching. I really say check out Raya and the Last Dragon. It's a great little film. But anyway, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next review.